In a forgotten corner of the Johto wilderness, where ancient trees stand like silent guardians, and the earth still breathes in its primordial rhythm, a spark prepares to awaken, a spark that will one day ignite a legend. Nestled beneath a canopy of moss and drifting morning mist lies a creature small enough to be overlooked and powerful enough to change the forest forever. This is Cyndaquil, shy, soft-footed, a wanderer born with its eyes half closed, choosing comfort in the safety of darkness. Yet beneath its timid shell burns the ember of an ancient fire, a fire that stirs to life as the first light of dawn brushes its back. Cyndaquil rises with gentle breaths, unaware that today the wilderness has plans for it. As Cyndaquil searches for berries along the forest floor, a rustle breaks the quiet. A young Mankey emerges, curious, impulsive, ruled by instinct. It reaches out with a harmless tap, but instinct answers instinct. Cyndaquil's flames erupt in a flare of brilliant gold, scattering shadows and shaking leaves loose from their branches. Startled, the troop of Mankey retreats into the treetops, leaving behind a trembling Cyndaquil and the heavy silence of a wild place reminded of its dangers. Downstream, another spirit of the forest awakens with very different intentions. The river ripples as Totodile bounds through the water, biting at splashes, laughing in its own chaotic rhythm. Its eyes lock onto Cyndaquil, and curiosity becomes mischief. With a snap of its jaws, Totodile grabs Cyndaquil's tail, and the forest witnesses a collision of opposites: fire and water, fear and playfulness, surprise and laughter. What begins as conflict quietly becomes connection. But beneath the moonlit sky, another force stirs. Cyndaquil's flames ripple with an energy not seen before. A soft flicker becoming a trembling glow, a glow becoming radiant light. The air grows still, dust lifts from the ground, and in a flash, born from every trial, every fear, and every spark of courage, Cyndaquil transforms. When the light fades, Quilava stands in its place, sleek, swift, and carrying the confidence of a creature reborn. With newfound agility, Quilava dances between the trees, a streak of motion and flame. Its fire no longer erupts from fear, but flows with control, precision, and purpose. It hunts, it protects, it learns the language of the wind and the pulse of the forest. High above, the Mankey watch cautiously. Down at the river, Totodile watches with awe. The forest that once frightened Cyndaquil is now a playground and a proving ground. But Johto's wilderness is ever-changing. Clouds gather, black, heavy, violent. The river swells, thrashing against its banks. Thunder cracks through the canopy. Totodile, curious as ever, wanders too close to the rushing waters, and in a heartbeat, it is pulled into the fury of the storm. Quilava does not hesitate. It charges through the rain, flames hissing in the downpour. With a leap that defies fear itself, it dives into the torrent, fighting the cold, the current, and the storm's relentless force. Steam rises as fire collides with water. The river roars. The night trembles. But in the chaos, a small claw reaches a flaming paw, and Quilava pulls Totodile back from the darkness. Survival is rarely gentle, but it forges bonds stronger than fire. Exhausted but victorious, Quilava stands beneath the breaking storm. Something ancient awakens within it, a heat deeper, older, and far more powerful than before. The forest grows quiet, as if holding its breath. Light gathers, flames spiral, wind ripples outward in rings of shimmering gold, and once more, the wilderness witnesses evolution. From the blaze rises Typhlosion, tall, majestic, a creature crowned by a mane of living fire, glowing like a solar flare against the night. High in the treetops, the Mankey falls silent. Down by the river, Totodile gazes in awe at its rescuer, and deep within the forest, every creature feels the warmth of a guardian born in flame. From a timid spark, to a controlled blaze, to a roaring inferno. This is the journey of Cyndaquil, a story of growth, courage, and the fire that lives within all living things. A reminder that even the smallest ember can one day light the world.